What's up, guys? DBS Analyst here. Decided to do a God Month Locals Challenge, but I also did a tournament challenge too. So I took it to a Nationals Champion preliminary, thinking I would do well, but I didn't do so well. It was all six rounds were all different leaders. So I really did support the decision where SS3 was banned, because now there's more diversity every round that I played. I played 6 different leaders, 6 rounds. So let's go about over my first my locals. First round I played against Soul Striker. The second round, oh no, it was Hirudagarn, and then I beat that deck with Beerus. And then the second round I played against Soul Striker and lost. And last round I played Soul Striker and I won. So that was my locals. So I won, and I got third place with it. So that was for my locals challenge. For the tournament challenge, first round I played Pan, Announcer, Hercule, Hirudagarn, Veggies, Cell, and Victory Strike. So those were my matchups. So let's go to the deck profile. So I made this deck to be very control oriented. A lot of people have deterred away from playing Beerus even when set 1 was out. But nowadays, there's a lot of cards that Beerus is one of those leaders when if I were to attack with him and have 3 energies, I can destroy a 2-cost card or less. So a lot of the World Martial Arts Championship cards are 2 drops. Some of them have barriers, some of them don't. So he interacts with those cards and then kills them even in active mode, so they can't even set up. But most of the time I woken him pretty quickly, and then on his backside, when he attacks, I can destroy any 3-cost card that doesn't have barrier, obviously, without having any energy requirements. So I can have 2 energy and I can still kill things with 3 or less. So the format's slowed down now, so it's all about board control now more than ever. So against the reason why I chose this leader, first is he's a god, and I really wanted to play Hiles, right? So this is God Month, and Hiles was like really the reason why I really like to play a god leader. So that's why I played Beerus. So on top of that, when he is, well, he has a 16 energy, he can win the game, but I never really got 16 energy. You're not going to use that ever. Yeah, most likely never. So against Announcer, they like to have like a bunch of little guys out. So if you can just keep picking apart their board, by the time they play play-by-play the Announcer guy and draw 2, they can't draw 2 because they need at least 2. So he's busy popping the board. Against Veggies, he's also good to pop Kabas and Khalifa in theory. Just anything that just requires setup. There's a couple of the Majin Buu decks that requires you to play the 3-drop Buu and then evolve for 2 to play on top of them. You can kill the Buu before they can evolve for 2. So there's a lot of like interaction that this leader can do, and he's a god and he's a blue leader. So let's go to the deck profile. Let's start with the green. So I played this. I made this to be green and yellow, dominated, and then a few blacks and a few reds and a few blue. So you'll see soon. So I played to make sure that on Awaken I generate advantage. I played Nail. Nail's good because every turn he's extending your play. Assuming you have another battle card. Every time you attack with him, he gets +5 and draws a card, and he extends your play if he stays alive next turn. So a really good card if you are playing green. It's a splash because he only needs 1 green, so he's a very splashable guy. But I made my deck pretty dominant on green, so it was kind of okay. Next up, I played Power Barrier Piccolo. The reason why I played this was because I also played this. So I made my deck to where I wanted to get this guy off a lot of the times to fix their hand. So if I'm playing a leader that draws a lot, I make them discard until they have 6 cards in their hand, and it makes sure that I'm not losing the attrition game or the hand size game, because this deck has a tendency to lose the hand size game, but it does really well on the board. So it's a really cool little combo together. In the event that I don't want to play this, I would rather play that. I'll just choose to play this. So really cool little synergy with this guy. I was going to play the Indomitable Link, where I bring out the Piccolo and search for Son Gohan, but I found that to be too random. So maybe in the future I'll probably take this out. I never really played it once, this guy once in the tournament, because it was only 6 rounds. But I can see that coming up in the event that people are still playing Shigesh Explosive, because he has barrier. Okay, the 3 drops are Iron Hammer Justice. I need something to stop Vegitos, so if they attack with Vegito, I just want to like kill it and have my plays uninterrupted. So that's why I played 3 of them. I also play 2 Harley's Protector, so he's necessary in the deck because you want to be able to kill things that are higher than 3 energy costs, and he only kills 3 or less, so he kills the rest, basically, once per turn. The other 4 drop I play is Combo Killer and Frieza, so I only play 2 as well. Good card, because if they go down to 6 and they combo, they have to combo 2 more cards just to stop certain attacks. So a really good synergy with these 2 to control the hand. Even it doesn't matter what deck you're playing. And yeah, so it was a really good green package. So on to the let's go with the control cards. So my control cards are standard. I played 3 Crusher Ball. I love this card, and it's really good in control because the reason why is because if they're playing 1 battle card a turn, you can Crusher Ball it and then find a way to deal with it. So a lot of ways, a lot of times I'll have this and that. So this will deal with anything that comes out. But if you're playing a deck that plays wide, like they like to like swarm you, then you also have Nimbus. So Nimbus allows. I mean, these are all really great control cards. So if your opponent's playing a deck that doesn't go wide, it just goes tall and it just plays a really big battle card, Crusher Ball is good. If you're playing against a deck that storms you, like likes to rush you with a bunch of little weenies, then Nimbus. So you have the best of both worlds playing Beerus. And so they, if they play a big guy, you have Kami's Protector to kill it. If they're playing small guys, you have Beerus to snipe it. So you always have like they're always gonna have an empty board, and you're always gonna have like something on your board and a little bit of cards in your hand. So you play the control game. So yeah. The rest of the yellow cards, I know you're gonna hate me for this, but I play the little storm package. You really need this. You definitely need this because Beerus doesn't have any way to really generate advantage on Awaken. So you need a way to self-awaken. So I have Bara to self-awaken. And you need a way to fetch for your control cards. And Goten does this job the best because you're looking at the top 3 cards and you're adding the cards that you need from the top 3. So it's not just simply drawing, it's adding cards that you need. So he's a really great control card, in my opinion. And of course I don't play One Planet Vegeta, only because a lot of my decks are Saiyans, so I'll go into that later. But the only reason why I only played 1 is because I really wanted just to search for this. I never wanted to open up 2 and activate 2 in a turn. So in turns where this became dead, I just used my super combos just to discard it. So a lot of times you can discard a lot. You can discard a yellow card with this, and you can discard any card with this. So if you open up this, you can just discard it with Nimbus or with her. So in the event that you've already seen all this 2 cards. That's my yellow control package. It's really good because like you can have like idealistically you'll have Goten in rest mode, and you have Nail in rest mode. This is the plus. I call it plus factors. When they're laid out there, every turn they're generating advantage. So because Beerus can only draw when he's awakened. So if these 2 guys are out, you can actually draw unawakened with these 2 guys. So and in the event they try to kill him, you have Unbreakables. So Unbreakables make it so that they can survive another turn. The reason why I only play 3 is because ideally the way I build my deck is that I tap out a lot, or I tap out and I leave 1 energy open. So it's kind of unidealistic to keep too many in your hand. So I only play 3. Plus I need a room too. So there's a lot of reasons. For my blue cards, I play 3 Radiant Spirit Gohan. Same reason. He's basically in a super combo, but this time he comes on the board, so he's really good. Forces Sensu Beans by himself, and you don't need to play too much blue cards to play him. You just need a blue leader. So. To tap out every turn, I play Unyielding. I would tap out to play a big drop, and then I attack with Beerus, or attack with somebody, and then Unyielding, and then I leave 1 yellow open, and that yellow is just enough so I can control them on my next turn with all these cards. So that's why Unyielding is necessary in this deck. Now for the black cards, I played Tukunoa. I did play against 1 yellow leader, but I lost to it. I did open this and I stopped his 2 Shigesh, but he was playing a Victory Strike deck, and I made the mistake to not awaken because I saw a bunch of Friezas, the Galactic Emperor, the one that I would have to crit myself to do stuff. I saw that in his discard and in his energy, so I just thought he was just, I wanted to keep my life high so that he doesn't bring that out and kill me. So that's why I didn't awaken, but it turned out to be against me because he used Victory Strike to kill me. Yeah, and then last I just played a 1-sided sword. I just need a double striker that's strong and gets me back in the game, and I only need 1. So good card. So yeah, that's how you play the Beerus deck. You just want to be controlling, you want to be cool, spicy. You can just play Beerus. Yeah, Beerus with blue, or no, it's green and yellow dominated. Yeah, so if you have trouble running over like the 3 drops, the Lord leader controller, this leader actually interacts with most of the world martial art tournament stuff. So that's why I played it. So that was the God Month 4 out of 4. I really hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. And I'm not gonna play Gods for a while, just because I want to try out the new martial arts stuff. So we'll see this coming Las Vegas regionals, and I hope to see you guys there. Peace out.
drama.